clarity in this session. Today I'm given the brief idea about the first session, first concept. According to the concept wise, I can explain the first, I can explain environment setup. As a Java programmer, as a Java developer, first, whenever we are going to place any kind of company, they can give one system to you people. What you have to check first, no one can guide you what is the process and how we are going to write the programs and how what is your roles and responsibility. No one can guide you. You are going to test. Okay, the first internally, first initially, environment setup is important. Before going to set the environment, you have to install the Java. Okay, already I can given that previous session, JDK, JRE, JVM. These three sessions I can given. JRE and JDK, those two are physically present in your machine. JVM is logically present. That's why the name itself, Java Virtual Machine. Here, first we are going to install Java. Okay, here in my machine, the Java is there. Here, E drive Java software. Okay, this one is my particular Java. Okay, here JDK8U201 Windows x64. Okay, that is my Java application. I'm going to install this. Okay, already in my machine, Java is going to be installed. Okay, if the Java is installed predefined, okay, predefinedly the Java path is that. Okay, in my computer, in C drive, okay, here the program files. Okay, in this program files, here particularly we have to view the folder of the Java. Okay, Java is your particular folder. Just you can double click on that. Here two things are there. The first one, JDK, that is I'm using 8th version of JDK. That's why here the JDK 1.8.0. And the second one, JRE, that is a Java runtime environment. Okay, that is also 1.8.0. Okay, here already I said 3 points. The first one, JDK, JRE, JVM. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. Okay, JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine. Okay, the JVM is not present physically, it is present logically in your machine, because the main responsibility, the total responsibility, the total execution of your program depends on JVM only. Already I given JVM architecture in the previous session classes. Okay, here just here the JDK means Java Development Kit. In the Java Development Kit, the lot of libraries or JRE functions or the bin folders, everything is present. Here the libraries will be there. Same like this, bin folders will be there. Okay, these are total executable file to execute your particular program. Okay, these are that executable file. And the second one, JRE, that is the Java runtime environment. The main responsibility for that your particular runtime programmer, the program is going to be executed. Okay, program execute depend on your particular environment where the program is going to be executed. That environment is provided with the help of this particular JRE. That's why the name itself, Java runtime environment. The Java runtime environment will be provide the environment to execute our particular program. And JVM, the JVM cannot be viewed because it is logically present. The name itself, Java Virtual Machine. The main purpose of the Java Virtual Machine is that to execute, the responsibility of the Java Virtual Machine is that to execute your Java program. Okay, whatever the program we are going to write, whatever it is, okay, either the small program, either the big program, whatever it is, without JVM, the Java program cannot be executed. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, that's why in your JRE also it will be present a lot of bin folders and library folders. Okay, these are already predefined. Okay, already these are the predefined. Whenever we are going to install your particular Java in your machine, these all things are present. Okay, if these are present properly, then your machine is ready to write any Java program. Okay, just you have to see this. Okay, then after the second way, okay, we have to set the environment where my particular Java program, where my particular Java code we are going to write, how is going to be executed. Okay, that is the purpose. Just either in our machine Java present or not, how we are going to check as a fresher. Okay, as a primary level learner, he don't know Java is present or not. Okay, in that purpose, just you have to open the command prompt. Okay, just whenever you are click this CMD, just you are enter, then we can open the command prompt. In this command prompt, just you can type Java C. If you are enter the Java, type Java C, and just you can click the enter. Whenever you can click the enter, this number of libraries or this number of commands is visible. Okay, if this number of commands is visible, then the Java is ready to execute, or the Java is ready in your machine. If these are not present, then what it will be happen? Java and Java C is not found in internal and external command. Okay, if we are seen like this, the Java C is not found internal and external command. The main purpose of that particular error or that particular exception is that your machine, either the Java is not installed, the first thing. The second thing, either Java is installed, then the proper environment we are not going to set. Okay, that is that another way that how it will be created. Okay, just I will be show already the Java is present. That's why here I can show that thing also. Okay, here the command prompt, a control panel. Sorry, just you can go to my computer, right click on that, properties, here advanced setting, environment variable. Here the system variable, user variable is there. Here the Java is there. This is my Java. Just I want to delete. Okay, okay, just you can click. Okay, now you can open command prompt. Okay, in this you have to type Java C. Now you can type. What it will be shown? Clearly already explained. Java C is not recognized as an internal or external command or operable program or the batch file. Okay, this is the getting. If we are getting same like this, there is a two problems will be there. The first problem, either Java is not installed in your machine. The first thing, if unfortunately your machine is ready with the Java installation, again it is going to same like this. Then the second way, we are not going to set the proper environment to that particular Java. Okay, that is the thing we are going to how we can overcome this problem. Okay, initially I am installed the Java, but it is showing like this. That is also one thing. Okay, here the Java C is not recognized an internal and external command. How? Okay, here the rectification process is the two ways. Okay, the first one, the way that is called as the class path. Okay, we are going to show the path where my particular Java is installed in my machine. Okay, that is the name itself, the path. We are going to set that particular path. The path process is two ways. Okay, the first way, we can set the temporary path. Okay, the main purpose of the temporary path, until and unless whenever we are not going to close your command prompt. Okay, either if you can close the command prompt, your path is gone. Okay, that is the purpose. The temporary path as a developer, as a programmer, are not suitable for that. To overcome that problem, we are going to set the another way, that is the temporary path. Once we are going to set the path, okay, until your Java is uninstalled, then only that path is present. Okay, that is the problem, is that we are going to set the permanent path. Two ways I will be show you. Okay, how we can set the particular path. The particular path in the sense, the environment settings. Okay, how we can set. Okay, this is the initial level. Okay, particularly already the Java is installed in my machine in C drive, program file. Here the Java folder is there. Here the JDK bin is there. Okay, till that we are going to set C drive, program files, Java, JDK, here the bin. Okay, you have to copy this. Okay, you can copy this. Okay, just you can close. Okay, now you can open command prompt. Okay, here you can type the word of set path. Okay, equal. Okay, then whatever we are going to copy it, just you can paste. Then you can enter semicolon dot semicolon. Okay, then you can type enter. Okay, now your path is ready. Okay, now you can type Java C. Number of commands is going to view, means your path is set. This is the way to set the temporary path in particular time. Okay, temporary settings. Just you can close this. Okay, again you can open the command prompt. Just you can type Java C. Okay, then you can enter. Okay, now what it will be happen? Again, same it will be shows Java C is not recognized an internal or external command. Okay, now just only we are going to set, then what it will be happen, sir? That is only the problem we can see. Okay, to overcome this problem, we can set the permanent path. This is I'm setting the temporary path. What I will said, whenever we are not close the command prompt until the path is present. If we are going to close the command prompt, then the path is gone. Okay, that is a temporary way process. Okay, by the temporary purpose of working, we can choose that way. Okay, in all situations, in all conditions, that way is not suitable. To overcome that problem, we can set the permanent path. How we can set the permanent path? Keep in your mind, this is a very, very important process. Why? Because whenever I'm going to attend my first interview as a team leader, as a developer, they can give me system. Okay, you can take the system and you can set the temporary path and permanent path. As an initial level, the year of 2013 and 2014, I don't know how to set the path. Okay, that's why I can given the clear cut explanation for that environment setup. If you don't know how to set the environment process, there is a no use to write what the process of the programming, how it is going to be works the internally. There is no use. That is the initial process. That's why here how we can set your permanent path. Okay, now you can open my computer, this PC. Here the C drive. This is my computer. Just right click on that. Okay, then after you can click the right key. Here the properties will be there. Just you can click the properties. Okay, then here my computer, right click on that and properties. Okay, here in properties, my machine is that 64-bit operating system machine. Okay, already I can show starting stage JDK 8.1U Windows x64, means that is 64-bit operating system capable Java. Okay, that's why I can given 64-bit. Okay, here advanced system settings. You can view this advanced system settings. Okay, just you can click this advanced system setting. Whenever you can click this advanced system settings, you can click the environment variable. The second process is environment variable. Okay, here the two types of the variables will be there. The first one is user variable, second one is the system variable. Okay, we are not worried about the user variables. We want your particular system variable. Okay, here this one is the system variable. In this system variable, I want to set the new path. Okay, that's why here the variable name. Just you can click the new. Just you can type path. Okay, then the variable name. Just you can type. Then semicolon dot semicolon. Okay, here click OK. Then next click OK. Then next click OK. Okay, 3 times you have to click the OK. Then you can close this. Then you can close. Then next you can open command prompt. Okay, now you can type Java C. The number of commands are visible. Now your permanent path is going to set. Okay, these are the two ways to set your environment variable. That is, one is permanent path and second one is temporary path. How we can set this temporary path? In the sense, with the help of, okay, with the help of set path variable. How you can set this? The first one here, you can type set. Okay, this one is we are going to copy it from your particular location. Okay, this one is copied location. Okay, here the initial step I can use. Okay, that is a temporary path. Okay, the main purpose of this temporary path, it will be visible until and unless command prompt. Just you can type the command prompt. Okay, the first you can type the command prompt. Okay, then after you can use set path. Okay, set path. Just you can paste this semicolon dot semicolon. Okay, semicolon dot semicolon, then next enter. Okay, this is the process of temporary path. And the second one, we can go to permanent path. Okay, here the permanent path, we can go to my computer. Okay, then we are going to go that properties. Then then after you can go to advanced system settings, then okay, environment variable, then system variable, then after we can set the new, then you can select variable name, then path, just you can paste semicolon dot semicolon, then click enter. Okay, in the third process, open command prompt, then type Java C, then type enter. Okay, then you have to use number of commands. Okay, we have to use this number of commands. Okay, this is the process of setting the environment system process. Okay, this is the first process of environment setting scenario. Okay, how we can set the environment process. Okay, now the Java environment setup is complete. Okay, then how we can write the first Java program? What is my first Java program? How we can write? Okay, what is the process? Okay, here the writing of the first Java program. Okay, there are the different ways to write your particular Java program. Okay, that is okay. Here the first Java program. This one is okay, first Java program. How we can write my particular first Java program? Here, the first process. Okay, there are the different steps will be there. Okay, in that the first program. Okay, with the help of by using okay Notepad. Okay, plus command prompt. This is the first way to write the Java program. Okay, first one by using Notepad or command prompt. The second way by using okay Notepad plus command prompt. Three ways I can show. The third way by using IDE. Okay, that is integrated development environment. Okay, that is NetBeans IDE. Okay, that is NetBeans IDE. Okay, that is the NetBeans IDE or Eclipse. Okay, IDE. Okay, that is NetBeans or Eclipse. Okay, these are two types of IDs will be there, or STS also there. Okay, there are the different IDs will be there. The first one by using Notepad or command prompt. Okay, second one by using a Notepad or the command prompt. The third things by using IDE, that is integrated development environment process. Okay, this is also another way to write your particular Java program. Okay, first way how we can write my particular first Java program by using Notepad and the command prompt. Okay, that is my process. Okay, just I can show you, okay, how you can write. Okay, before going to write in your particular first Java program, okay, we have to choose your particular directory. Okay, first you have to choose your particular directory. Here I can select one new folder. This is my particular directory, that is SA. Okay, that is SA Vertex. I am creating one folder of SA. This is my particular directory. In this directory, nothing is present. Okay, it's a empty things. Okay, nothing is present in this folder. Okay, here the first thing, already you know that by using notepad and a command prompt. Okay, with the help of these things. Okay, now the first thing I can open notepad. Okay, this is my particular notepad. Okay, this is my notepad. Here I can write my first Java program. Okay, here the first Java program is contained by class followed by class name. Okay, here, okay, now I can go with that my method, that is public static void main. Okay, in this I can pass the string arguments. Here the argument I'm going to pass. Okay, here my particular system dot out dot println. Okay, here I can write first Java program. Just close the main method, close the class. Okay, this is my first program. Now I can save this particular program. Where I can save? In my particular desktop. Okay, already my directory SA is there in the name of class name, that is SA dot with the extension of Java. Just I have to save this. Okay, here the class, first we have to write the class followed by class name. The next your particular main method, that is the public static void main, that is my particular main method. The next, whatever the statements we are going to print, that is, instead of this I can use the system dot out dot println. Okay, this is also another process. Okay, here the class main method, and we can execute this particular system. Okay, here then what is the purpose of this? Just I have to save this. Okay, now I can write the program and I can save. Now second thing, I can open command prompt. Okay, this is my particular directory. Okay, here this is my particular directory. In this directory I can open, just from here I can open the command prompt. Okay, then the process of compilation of your particular Java program. Okay, the Java compilation will be starts from Java C. Java C stands for Java compiler. Then after we can write your particular file name. Okay, what is your file name here? My file name is sa.java. This is Java type of file. Okay, that's why I can give it that Java file. Okay, this is my particular Java file. Okay, this is things, this is thing. Okay, now here I can compile this particular program. Okay, how we can compile? That is Java C space, my particular file name is sa.java. Okay, that is sa.java. Just you can enter. Okay, whenever we are going to enter, right side you can observe that class file is automatically generated. Okay, in the same file, just you can open this dot class files. This is the dot class file. Okay, we cannot understand this dot class file. Okay, it is understandable by only the machine. Means whenever the dot class file will be generated, already I can discuss in your JVM architecture. Okay, that is in your particular JVM architecture, class loader will be there. The class loader is responsible to load this dot class file. Okay, that's why here the dot class file will be generated. This is class name. This is your particular file name. Okay, then here second thing, compilation process is over. If we are going to write any kind of mistakes, if you are going to write any kind of error, then it will be shows in this compilation process. Then the execution process, you can type the Java. Why? Because my particular program is Java. Then you can use your particular class name. What is your class name? SA. Okay, with the help of the class name, we can execute your particular program. Just you can enter. Okay, here you can view the output of first Java program. Okay, in your particular output, you can observe the first Java program. This is my first Java program. This is my program. Okay, this one is your particular program. Okay, already this is your particular program. Now you can see. Okay, now you can see the output. Here what you have to write? First Java program you have to write. You can view here the first Java program. This is the first Java program compilation and execution process by using Notepad and a command prompt. Okay, how we can choose this here means the first in this your compilation and execution process you can create your particular directory. Okay, the first process you can create your directory. Okay, the second thing you have to write the code, write the program. Okay, then process the compilation, open command prompt. Okay, the next fourth thing, compilation. Okay, compile process. What is the process of the compilation? In compilation process you can choose, okay, in command prompt Java C stands for Java compiler followed by your particular file name dot Java. Okay, we have to give same like this. This is the compilation process. Okay, then the fifth process. Okay, run your particular Java program. How we can run your particular Java program? In same command prompt, just you can type the Java followed by your particular class name. Okay, here we don't give dot Java because the file name is going to be compiled automatically whenever we are going to whenever we are going to compile your particular file name, then automatically the class file is going to be generated. Okay, if we are any content, if that is contain any kind of mistakes, if we are contain any kind of errors, then it will be shows, okay, something is happened. Okay, here this is the process of executing by using particular these things. Okay, with the help of this particular we can execute my particular first Java program. This is the process of by executing. Okay, executing of with the help of by using the notepad and by using command prompt. That is the first process. And the second process by using notepad plus plus and command prompt, that is also another process of execution of your particular program, that is by using command prompt and notepad. Okay, by using notepad and command prompt.